Hey folks, today we are going to go over climate change and what exactly it is. For this video I sent to you this, so hopefully you print that off, and then I also sent this. So these are the two items that you're going to need for today. Show what you know, introduction of what is climate change, and then we also got this bad boy right here. Chart 1. All right, folks. And so I kind of just recreated this chart, and we're going to read through it together. So I'm really excited. So if you have your charts, you can read along with me. All right. So the first one, what is climate change? What is it? Climate is the overall weather conditions, the temperature, rainfall, amount of sunshine, cloudiness experienced by an area of the country. We would say the climate of Great Britain is wetter, colder, windier than the climate of Australia, which has a hotter, drier climate. Well, that makes sense. Okay, so we're gonna cross, blah, 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 right? Here we are, folks. Bloop. What is climate change? Climate change, the climate of the Earth has naturally changed over history. 18,000 years ago, ice several miles thick covered Europe and America. Yet, during the medieval times, the weather in Wales was warm enough to even grow grapes. And so Wales is not warm. And so the fact that a long time ago it was. How exciting. Jude, no thanks. All right, so we're going to come curling down. Oh my gosh. But recent changes to the overall climate of the Earth do not fit with these past patterns. Temperatures on Earth have been rising far faster than normal. This is due to global warming. Animals, plants, humans need the Earth to be at a certain temperature to survive, and this change is occurring too quickly for them to cope and adapt.
Wait,
which is a controversial, right?
It's
For many years we've been...
What?
Yeah, can you listen? We're telling a story. Sit down. And so for many years this has been, we talked about it, we've been worrying about it, but I will say, like I said before, global warming was happening way before. The change was happening way before humans ever came. But I will say, the things that we do and how we use our energies and our materials have sped things up. All right, so how this works. Warm rays of heat from the sun reach the Earth and pass through a blanket of greenhouse gases. The gases reflect some of the heat rays back into space. The rest of the rays travel to the Earth's surfaces and warm it up. Greenhouse gases, therefore, keep the Earth at the right temperatures by stopping too much heat from getting in and too much from escaping. And that's that example that we did last week where I was showing that image of how the greenhouses come in and then they try to go back out, but they are stopped by certain gases that we have, which is a good thing because remember, before that, if we didn't have that beautiful blanket of gases, our Earth would be super cold and we wouldn't have an atmosphere, we wouldn't be able to breathe. So we are grateful for that. But with too much gases circling our Earth, that is also very dangerous. So too much of anything, right? Too much of anything, not enough of anything is always not, it can make things wonky, right? There we go. So what is global warming? Global warming is a natural process. The Earth is surrounded by a layer of gases called the greenhouse gases, one of which is called carbon dioxide. These gases make up a natural blanket around the Earth to keep it snug and warm, just like your blanket keeps you warm at night. Without it, most of the Earth would be frozen. So that's what we were just talking about, right? We're over here. Bloop. But global warming sounds like a good thing. Why is it bad? Well, I'll tell you. Carbon dioxide, one of the greenhouse gases, not only exists naturally in the atmosphere, but it also is produced when humans burn fossil fuels, right? Coal, oil, gas, cars, power stations, and factories all burn fossil fuels for energy to make cars move or generate energy to the power television and light bulbs, etc. Right? All those things in our house that we use all the time. This adds more carbon dioxide to the atmosphere, thickening the blanket of greenhouses surrounding the Earth. This means that fewer rays of heat from the sun are able to get back into space. So much like a thicker blanket keeping you warm At night, the thicker blanket of gases is keeping the Earth up and changing our climate. So, oh my goodness, like that's a thing, right? That's a lot going on there. So what does that mean? I don't know. So that it means a lot of things. And so it's something that we actually have to pay attention, that we have to be more mindful of, right? And so now if for us to pull out, show me what you know. Okay, so show me what you know. Materials is what we needed. You needed this, right? The chart that I sent you. And honestly, you could just use your email. You do not have to print that off. I would just read it off your email. But if you want to print it off, go for it. Sometimes people do like to have the pliable material in front of them. And you will need, it is always fun to make this. And so you would get this chart out and you would cut up the pieces, the little pieces, and you would get some yarn. It'd be cool if you had blue, but I understand if you don't. Get some yarn and you're going to recreate your own in front. And how cool it'd be if you shared it with your family. So you're going to do similar to what I did. You're going to create this on the ground. You're going to cut these bad boys out. You're going to, so cut them out, or maybe you want to recreate them and write them, and then you're going to redo this for your family. Let's say you don't want to cut them out, you just want to read them. You could just read it to your family and give it own presentation. So super exciting. That is the extended for this, is to do a video, or not a video, oh my goodness, not a video, friends, but to do a presentation for your family, either simply just reading it, recreating it on the ground, and doing a presentation like I did for you, friends, and then just having a discussion with your family about what is climate change and how we play a part in that. I mean, I don't know if you guys noticed, but it also talked about like the lights that we use and how much the cars that we're using. And so, you know, instead of driving, can you walk there? Or instead of one, you know, like mom taking the car to go over there and dad taking another car to go over there, how about you carpool together and use less, right? So, you know, what can you do? What can you do to change that? All right, friends. So that's my day's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you're having a good Monday. It's May 4th, so may the 4th be with you. And you guys have a fabulous day. I will see you all tomorrow. Bye for now, friends.